I used to solve MCQs from the app. That was my only preparation I was able to do. I even gave the exam post duty. It was that bad. But
All right. So this also students need to note that if you have read well in your third year, and even if you have not prepared for your FET exam, you can manage to get a 35 rank, which is a very good rank at which you're getting a very good college, Fernandez, for maternal fetal medicine. It is one of the coveted seats, the best seats in MFM. So your studying during your post graduation days is very important. Not all colleges have classes like yours did, but still students should be able to read on their own.
yes, ma'am.
Right. So the first rank was without, the first time that you got a 35 rank was without any preparation, which was good.
It was without any preparation. I have definitely done MCQs from the app for about 50% of topics. I've just gone through MCQs. That's it. Then
You see, 50% of the Reproneet contents only you finished, and you got a 35 rank. If your basics are strong, if your foundation is strong, you can manage to do that. Wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
Now coming back to the next year, when did you start preparing again, or were you studying all the time between?
No, ma'am. Last year, honestly speaking, throughout my SRship, I did not get any time to read. And the SRship was very hectic. I had my wedding in November, so I was busy with the planning and stuff. So I left reading at all. Then I took the Reproneet subscription again in December end. And I started preparing by the end of December. So this time I've done only Reproneet majorly. I've gone through all. Started in December end, ma'am, and
You got married in November and you started in December.
both me and my husband, we had this plan in mind that we'll get married and then we have to crack FET.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
both of
I'll
us.
tell you, when I did my PG, I took a 2 years break. I just did not open my books. When I got married, I again took 2 years break. That I need a break. I need to enjoy life with my husband. So it's very nice that you're not letting your life affect your preparation, your orientation, your, the goal that you have to achieve. So you've done everything quite quickly. I took a lot of time to complete everything. So
It,
that's nice.
that's why I left the seat also in Hyderabad for Fernandez because he didn't have options there. So I was like, I'll give the exam again. We'll do the preparation and let's take a seat where we have a common place to live in, a common city to live in.
And that's also important.
Yes. So both of us, I started preparing in the end of December. I've gone through all the video lectures. 99% of them I've gone through them. I've read the notes post the lectures and I've revised the notes. I've gone through the Q banks. I've done the previous year recall questions that have papers that have been put up on the app. This was my only preparation. I've not touched any other source. I've not even touched my previous notes because the time was too less. And I needed a source which is very summarized and which gives you content in the form of a capsule of basically a summary of the most important things that are going to be asked in the exam.
So it was manageable in these 3 months.
It was, ma'am, January and February. These were the major months of preparation.
How much time? So you had taken off from your work post your wedding.
Yes, ma'am. I
And
have
how many hours would you put into studying?
8 to 10 hours every
8
day.
to 10 hours. Like we used to prepare for PG entrance
Yes, ma'am.
exam. 8 to 10
I
hours.
practically only studying. These 2 months I was only studying with some disturbances here and there in between, but I was majorly studying during this time.
That's very nice. And how did you find the exam?
I would say it was a very non-standardized paper because there was a lot of new things and
Laparoscopy.
laparoscopy was asked in great detail because
Yes.
there was only one seat and
There was only one seat. We had predicted this, that there would be questions, but there was such little time that I couldn't, gather all the questions in laparoscopy. But still, you all have done good enough.
So that was there. Otherwise, most of the questions, they were answerable. It was like I was easily able to rule out two options. And then I was confused between two and I went with my gut feeling.
Okay. So how many questions did you not attempt?
I left 4 questions. I attempted 96.
Okay, that's very nice. So out of those now 96, how many you were sure that I'm sure of the answer, and how many you had to rule out two options?
Ma'am, I think around 65 to 70 questions I was
You were
sure.
sure.
and remaining I had to rule out. So
that's a good number, 65 to 70. You're sure that's like majority of questions you already know.
Yes, I got 298. So around
Okay.
16 questions I got incorrect, and
Okay.
4 I left.
Wonderful. That's really nice. Your interview is quite inspiring. If I, had heard someone like you before, I would have thought that I need to do things faster. I wasted a lot of time during my PG days, but it happens. Some people have their own struggles and their own reasons to not be able to study. But then at some point you have to catch up. But it's really nice, and keep this good work going on. During your fellowship also, you keep reading. You keep being the best resident, best fellow of your guide, and then everything has to happen on its time.
I aspire to do that.
Yes, that's so nice. So, what tip would you give to the students who are preparing for the next exam?
Ma'am, first of all, I would tell them to, and I have personally counseled a lot of my juniors to do this. I have told them to subscribe to Reproneet,
That's so nice.
and especially the way you've taught reproductive medicine there. I have read spin-offs, but my concepts got completely cleared after reading it now in these 2 months of preparation when I went through all your videos. And I was actually surprised while reading that there's a lot to read, and we had no clue about these things. And it has been so well taught in the app that info doesn't scare me anymore, to put it
Yes.
in a simple way. So, and that is all because of you. You've cleared the concepts of endocrinology and reproductive medicine, especially, so well. And apart from that, other topics as well. In the app, everything is so beautifully summarized, and in such short span of time, you just can't go and read all the books, and it's not
That's right.
possible
It's
to
not,
read
even
everything.
for someone who had you during their residency days finished all the books, still to in those last 2 months to sit with a book is difficult.
Yes,
You'll
ma'am.
only be able to cover a portion of the syllabus. You'll not be able to cover everything if you open the big books now. Even if you have read them completely, you need some place where everything has been summarized. And if you keep doing that yourself, it'll take another year of summarizing everything.
Agreed. And revision is important, ma'am. I
Yes,
think
you read only that much which you'll be able to revise before the exam.
the key to crack exam is to revise what we've read,
Yes.
not keep reading till the last. Please don't.
That's what I used to do. I would just read and read and read everything, and in the end, it would be so confusing in my head that what all I have to revise. So revision is very important. Read only what you'll be able to revise.
So by the end of January, I made this benchmark that till 31st January I'll read whatever I can, and after that I'll only revise. So in February I only did that. I did questions again, and I revised once majorly the entire syllabus, and then few topics I was able to revise the second time as well, not everything. And I went through the questions, and I also, something that has helped me out, may be it might be of help to other people. I kind of made a PPT or a collection of all the things which are basically scoring. They are asked in the exams but are very volatile, which is different for every person. For example, endometriosis scoring systems. They ask questions on that,
Always ask.
but we don't remember that these are the things that you need to revise one day before the exam.
Yes.
So, and the picture based questions, sperm DNA fragmentation tests, stuff like that, I've made a collection of that. So there was this one folder of 500 slides that I read
That's 500 slides.
one day before the exam. I just went through all those different things from all the topics that I found difficult or volatile for me personally. So that helped. Certain scoring systems, some picture-based questions. The questions that I have done wrong, I bookmarked them at a place, and I just went through all that stuff one day before the exam. That these are the mistakes I've made, and these are the things I tend to forget.
Right. And since you had already cleared the last exam, you were quite confident this time. So that also helps. You have to be confident of your preparation, that you're doing well, you're on the right track. Everyone who's reading sincerely with Reproneet, they do get a good rank. So have that confidence in yourself.
Definitely, ma'am. It is very important to be confident. There are times during the preparation when you feel that you don't remember anything, whatever. Your reading is going into some part of your memory and you're unable to recall it. But I think it just comes to you during the exam. Whatever hard work it comes to, it just comes.
Right. You don't have to get nervous.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything that you have read, no, it'll help you and you'll be able to mark a right answer.
It's just important to be calm during those 2 hours of paper.
Yes. Wonderful. So you have had an idealistic kind of preparation, and it's inspiring to a lot of students. So students should listen to this video, and there's a lot to learn from you. That's really nice, Dr. Sakshi. It was wonderful having you over.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and thank you so much for guiding my preparation on how it should have been. And without Reproneet, I don't know whether I would have been able to secure this rank or not. So I have done all my preparation from Reproneet. So thank you.
That's so nice.
So
That's
much.
so nice. Thank you so much. But it's all your hard work. You've been such a sincere student.